Good day. This is act number 28. Friendship. This is the experience of Adewula. What would be on your wish list when choosing a friend? A good sense of humour, having similar interests. How about someone who keeps their word? It's easy to say, I'll pray, or I'll be there, and then completely forget to do it. What might you have promised in the past that you can follow through with today? Or what new promise can you commit to? Keeping a promise sends a powerful message. You matter to me. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8. Adewula says, last summer I entered the ballot to run the London Marathon when a persistent colleague persuaded a group of us to enter. Because there was only a 4.2% chance of me being successful in the ballot, I firmly believed I would not be picked. But I was. When I first wrote this, there were 154 days left until I ran the London Marathon. As you read this today, there should only have been 29 days to go. But 2 weeks ago, at the end of a week where I was exhausted from training hard, I found out that the marathon had been postponed to October because of the coronavirus. It was crushing, to say the least. Of course, it was the only option in the current circumstances. Running a marathon is no stroll in the park. In fact, it is definitely a long and grueling journey. That journey just got 6 months longer. But a promise is a promise, right? For the charities I've chosen, I'm committing to keeping going until October. When I was still in shock that I'd got through the ballot in the first place, what was beautiful was the support, faith and belief that I received from friends and family. This is a promise I want to keep, because I want all those who I promised to know that they matter to me. It reminded me of how God has promised us so many things simply because we matter to him and he loves us dearly. Sometimes it may be challenging to keep a promise we make, but he has already promised that what we do not need to fear, as he is always with us. Isaiah 41:10. God has fulfilled so many promises in my life that he has inspired me to keep the promises I have made to friends, family, and even strangers. There is so much joy in a promise from the Lord because he always fulfills his promises. God has promised us that he will be with us along our own individual race. He will help us to get to the finish line, and when we get to the end, we will look back and see how far God has taken us. We will say, wow, God really kept his promise. He is good.